Hey, you guys. I'm coming in a few minutes early. We are starting at 1 o'clock Central Time for our Facebook Live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Are you seeing my picture? I'm going to make sure I'm going live. Welcome. I'm just a minute early here. I always like to go on my phone as well when I'm going Zoom to Facebook Live. I feel like there's been so many hiccups lately. So it's always good to check. Make sure my volume is down on my phone because I don't want to hear myself. So welcome, you guys. If you're just tuning in, please come into the comment box and say hi. And today we're going to be talking about the best times to give a webinar. And also, if you're giving a free webinar to promote a health coaching program, like I do a seasonal online detox program. I call it a Whole Foods Cleanse. So I give these free webinars, but the timing is really critical. And I have to say about 95% of health coaches I talk to struggle with this process. So I wanted to make sure to come to you guys today to talk about this. So come in here and let me know, have you given webinars before and what time do you prefer to do them? Do you like to do them midweek? Do you like to do them on the weekends, during the day, during the evening? So hi, Carrie. Hi, Shona. Hi, Christine. Hi, you guys. I'm so glad you guys are here. So keep coming in. Let me know if you've given a webinar, when is the time that you prefer to give them? Do you like to do them during the week? Do you like to do them during the weekends, evenings, during the daytime? And then we're going to head into what research states for webinars, the best time to do it. And then we're going to really dive into a launch calendar. So if you are giving free webinars and you're promoting a health coaching program, you definitely want to tune into this entire Facebook Live. So I have like a half hour to go through this, but it's going to be information that you're going to want to take notes. So if you have something to write down, please do that so you can see that. Okay, so Christine says, I've never given a webinar, but it's time to start. Yeah, Christine, the best time is absolutely right now. We cannot ignore this time that we are in, right? This is 2020 has been really this unprecedented time, different for all of us, but everything is going virtual. So we need to meet our clients where they're at. And what I love about virtual workshops, which are also called a masterclass, they're also called online workshops, virtual workshops, you can call them whatever you want, free trainings. You don't have a limit to the number of seats that are in a room, right? You can have it so that you can reach out to maybe even some old high school friends that aren't in your community, college friends, family members, that a lot more people can tune into these webinars. And when I first started to give them, I was nervous. I still get nervous about the technology. So it's okay. Courage is about feeling that fear and going ahead and doing it anyway. And I truly believe the only way we learn is by our actions, right? The more we do something, the more we learn about something. So Christine, I would love to hear from you when you're going to give your first webinar. And I think you all know in the health business, January is our time to fly. So right now, I want you all to be list building, engaging with your clients so that you can roll out some big stuff right away in January. This is the time to be working with your clients and building your list. Okay, so Shona is saying, agree with Christine. Okay, Shona, let me know. And Christine, I want to hear from everybody. When are you going to give your first webinar? Is it going to be in January? Is it going to be in December? And you're going to be talking about coming into the holidays. This is my topic. I see my clients on Wednesdays. And so I have been talking all day about Thanksgiving. And even though Thanksgiving looks different in a lot of households, there are still these traditional meals that the mother-in-law is bringing or that they make that aren't always the healthiest. So how to have just a little bit to understand that it's not what we do every now and then that makes a difference, but that it can make it harder for us because we're going to crave different foods and how to respect our body. So we have this time right now is when we need to really be going after our clients because they need our help. So I'm going to be screen sharing here a little bit, and I'm going to be coming back also to see how everybody is doing. But I'm going to be showing off this calendar here. So let me know if you guys can see this on your end. So what research states is that the best time to give a webinar is Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Now, with that said, we all have different kinds of ICAs, ideal customer avatars, or your ideal clients. So the main thing that you want to think about is when would your clients attend a webinar? So for my clients, I work with busy professionals, with female entrepreneurs that are working during the day. They have kids at home. They struggle with what to eat. They're going out to eat or ordering in fast food, different things like that. That's my clients. So are they going to come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which the time is between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. your time zone, or when your clients, where the time zone is where they are located? My clients aren't going to show up during that time. They're going to show up at like 8 o'clock at night after the kids are in bed. They usually come with a glass of wine, right? So you need to think about what's going to be best for them. If you're not sure, then I want you to do a Wednesday between 10 and 2 p.m. and also an evening one between 6 and 8 p.m. so that you can do some experimenting. But one of the best ways to find out when your clients can come is to ask them. And so I want to ask all of you, so come into the chat and let me know. And if you're watching a replay, put in replay. When do you prefer to attend a webinar about health coaching? Like for me, I do not attend, rarely will I attend an evening webinar. I like my webinars like early in the morning or late in the afternoon. That's what works for me, but it has to be during those work hours. Mondays and Fridays tend to not have a lot of webinars because we are just either gearing up after the weekend or getting ready. More people are paying attention to their emails. They're going after the business Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But again, it's all based on what your clients are doing and what they want to do with what the topic is and everything like that. So I'm just going to come in and just look. I'm just going to look at my phone since I'm screen sharing here now. But this is a calendar that talks about where you are with your engagement and with your emails and different things like that. So first of all, we need to right now always be list building, always be list building. And so in the Workshops Done program, what I love is that we have this great list building section that's brand new. It's going to be a bonus, a free bonus in the next Workshops Done program. And so you have these lead templates that are done for you, all about kicking sugar, all about reducing stress. Also comes with all the copy you need to do registration pages. I also have a IT guy ready to go for you, copy for your email, social media, because when we do this list building, they're starting to get to know you, right? So then you have a warm list. So when you say, hey, I got this free thing coming up, and hey, I want you to buy this program, they already know you. But so many health coaches, they put something out there and they say, why didn't anybody show up? Or why didn't they buy my program? Well, they haven't been nurturing. They haven't been building that relationship. So if you don't have a Facebook group yet, I highly suggest starting a Facebook group, or maybe your clients hang out in Instagram. So see where you want to hang out the most and then go all in. You need to do something at least once a week so that your clients are hearing from you. So let's see. Oh, Christine said, when I had a day job, evenings worked. Now that I'm self-employed, during the day is perfect. Yeah. So Christine, like this time is great for you. Yeah. And I would love to hear for everybody watching the replay. I want to hear what they want too. Okay. So Amy said Wednesday or Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. And Amy, what time zone are you in? I was going to ask you guys all that. Like, what time zone are you in? Yvonne says 9 to 3 p.m. I know she's in Central Time. She's just in Iowa below me. Yeah, so Shauna says she's working on her marketing calendar today and happened to pick up my phone and received the live notice. Great timing. You know, I truly, truly believe in the universe and abundance, because when I decided, like, and I really thought I was going to live a life of poverty when I did this, I was like, I'm going to be a health coach. This is my purpose in life. I'm going to live this simple life. I bought a little house so I can live this simple life. And abundance just kept coming my way. The universe just kept bringing me opportunities. So we need to listen to these opportunities of, you know, how you can grow fast in your business. So for me, I never thought ever that I would be creating a program for health coaches like Workshops Done. But this is the thing, the universe brought it to me. I was meeting with so many health coaches trying to help them. And I thought, I don't have enough time to really adequately give the training free at that time. So I was like, let me record some things and then send them out. So we have to listen to those things. So Shauna, I think it's like just that, or like, hey, you got to get going on your calendar today. So right away, today, what are you doing to grow your list? What are you doing to engage with your clients? What are you going to do at least once a week? Like for me right now, I'm coming in here every single Wednesday, right? You guys get an email from me. You guys come in live. It's a replay as well. I'm going to be having these on my website as well, these videos, so you can come back. So far in Facebook Live, we've talked about, you know, your physical backgrounds with giving webinars. We've talked about your call to action when you give a webinar. We've also talked about like the platform, like the settings on Zoom and different things like that. So today, you know, we're going to be talking more about the timing. You know, when are you going to give the webinar? When are you going to announce it? How are you going to, you know, actually have that promotion going? So a lot of times people talk about, you know, 7 to 10 days before a webinar is when your promotion starts. So the best time, if you are multitasking, come back to me, my friends. The best time to announce something is a Tuesday at 9 a.m. So what time zone are most of your clients in? Think about that. I'm in Central Time Zone, so I just got to keep it in my time zone because I have clients in the East. I have clients Pacific, Central. I mean, they're all over the place, but they're all in, most of them, 90% are in America. So that's great. You can have your mail service do it by time zone as well if you want. I always like to start out like simple. I think about that KISS acronym, keep it, you know, simple, sweetie, or keep it simple and sweet. Sometimes I say sweetie, like I'm a sweetie. But think about, you know, during your Facebook Lives, then you want to start talking about what are you going to be doing in this webinar? Like, hey, you know, maybe the week before you announce it, like, I want you guys to all mark your calendars. This is what I'm working on. So they know like, oh, I got to pay attention to these emails that are going to be coming up. And so when you're doing your engagement first, think about that lead magnet. So if you have a PDF, like for the Workshop STEM members, they have how to kick the sugar habit, and then they have like how to prevent and relieve stress. So for stress, that's 10 tips. So you can go 10 different weeks and talk about each tip, or you could take the Done For You workshop that has about 20 tips and go through for 20 weeks talking about stress. So your Facebook Lives are just about 30 minutes. You want to have them interactive, give them some good nuggets of information as well. But you're always going to be giving them also the link so that they can go in and like say, oh yeah, I definitely want that. I need to have that PDF. So they're going to give you their email address. And also when you would just have it that, you know, people are on your email list already, you need to keep engaging with them, right? So you want to be able to come in and, give them some freebies, like keep them engaged so they remember who you are. So you need to constantly be doing that. So I'm just going to be coming in because I want to make sure that you guys all have my free training, my free PDF. And so that's on the 10 must-haves with giving webinars. I'm just going to put that in the link here so you guys can all see that. So let me just coming in for some comments here. So yeah, Kathy, you're in Eastern time. Amy said, yeah, she's speaking from a perspective of working all day. She's a salon owner. Oh my goodness. Okay. Transitioning into a wellness coach. Yeah. So that is great. Like there's so many positions that I love, like salon owners, an RN, different things like that, that you can maybe transition to less hours. As an owner, I know that's going to be a little bit more tricky. And Amy, welcome to Workshops for Health Coaches Group as well. We're so happy you are here. Christine is Mountain Time. So when we are transitioning, and I love that you just brought that up, Amy, because there's so many other people here in this group that have these 9-to-5 jobs, right? And I've heard the word soul sucking. I've heard the words like it's just not lighting your soul on fire. And so to have a full-time income as a health coach is absolutely possible. Again, I thought I was going to be living a life of poverty. And then I realized, oh no, it's because I was giving webinars and workshops, people started asking me to help coach them. They started to get to know me. My workshops were like commercials. And I didn't realize what I was doing at the time. It was making my job so much easier. Again, that abundance that was coming into me from other places, from the universe saying, yes, this is what you need to do. And when we get those no's, it's okay. We sometimes just need to have some more lessons to be learned, and that's okay. So just coming back, I'm just going to I'm on like a little different screen on my Zoom here right now. Coming back to the share. So when we have this calendar that we're looking at and we have all the different areas, I don't know why my computer has been acting so funky. And I'm so concerned that I might need to get a new computer, but I think that's going to be happening fairly soon. But let me know if you guys can still see the calendar. So what we want to do, again, engagement, really get them nurtured in, then do something once a week, so Facebook Live, Instagram stories, an email, different things like that, so they know where you're going to be at. Then announce your webinar 9 a.m. on a Tuesday, and then think about your webinar sequence to fill it up. So I typically do 4 emails to fill up my webinars. Sometimes I go 5, and some of you guys have noticed this, but when you start doing the webinar fill up emails, then you start to segment. So what email number 1 goes to all of your list. Well, email number 2 is only going to go to the people that haven't signed up for your webinar yet. And I think one of the key things, and it's time consuming, but it has been an absolute key to my success, is sending personal messages. So saying like, hey, Callie, we've talked about that you've talked about your struggles with how you can't resist the cookies of the house. And I just want to let you know I have this free webinar training on how to kick the sugar habit. And I know that you and some of your friends at your book club would love to come. So if you could gather them together, this is the link to sign up. Again, it's all free. So hopefully I would love for your support. So do that. And then you're going to have different emails, right? So the people who signed up, you're going to have automatic emails that say, yay, you have your seat. Here's going to be the link to meet on Zoom. Now, the reason why we don't send out these emails like a month in advance, I like to just say the date and let them know, is because the further out, the more likely they're going to forget. So you're going to want to have some emails that say like, hey, thanks for signing up. The webinar is tomorrow. Hey, thanks for, I can't wait to start. This is what you're going to get. Always think about these emails from their perspective and just talk to them. It's just like, what would you say if you were just having a conversation? You'd be like, hey, I don't want you to miss this. This is what you're going to learn. This is what you're going to gain from this webinar today. So show up. So 1 hour before, 15 minutes before. So going from that, then you're going to want to have, and the cart opens. If you have something that you're selling, so like for me, it's an online detox program that I like to do 4 times a year. That's like called your cart open. That's the day of your first webinar. I like to do 2 or 3 free live webinars. Typically, they're all the same topic and you're just getting people, like maybe Tuesday would be during the day at like a 2 o'clock Central Time. And then Wednesday is going to be maybe like that 7:30 or 8 o'clock time frame. So you're getting different groups. I also like to try to get some paid workshops during this time. So like the ones with the city, Park and Rec, with your local health food store, different places like that you can partner with for webinars. So you're getting paid and you're not selling as much on the webinar. It's going to be a little bit different because you're getting paid, but then you can give this opportunity to say, hey, let me know I have this freebie and here you go. And then that way they can get on your email list. And your freebie can also just be a bunch of recipes, right? So people love to have recipes. So like for my healthy eating on a budget, I'm coming up right now, I'm creating a new lead magnet so that when I do that workshop, because it's one that I'm getting paid, I have something to get their email addresses to say like, hey, you guys, I have all these healthy, dairy-free, gluten-free recipes that are also on a budget. And so if you are like those, here is the link. Now I'm going to ask the person who booked me, can I do that? Are they okay with me sending them a free gift? And they almost always say yes. So you also want to send them emails with the replay. So there's going to be lots of people who are going to sign up and they forget to come, or maybe they just signed up and they're like, I can't make it, but I want to get the replay. Remind them of that replay. Then your sales promotion begins. So again, personal messages whenever possible, do some Facebook Q&As, and then the cart should close also again on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. We just don't want to do any business when it's not on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then you're going to want to have your program start 1 to 7 days later. So I typically, for my detoxes, I will close the cart on a Wednesday, like at midnight. And then on Thursday evening, I will do a training call to start the detox that's recorded. So anybody else can go and get that at that time. So I'm just going to just look at some of my notes here. Let's see. And yeah, and you're going to want to have all of these emails written way in advance so that the week of the webinar, you're just focusing on the webinar and personal messages and different things like that. So yeah, there's a lot more to this, right, than what we're talking about. But this is going to be the gist of it. So let me know, like, did this help you guys? Does this help to like have this kind of look at the calendar? Shauna and Christine, let me know, like, what do you guys think? Because you're going to be doing this now because you just put it out in the universe. You just said, I need to start soon. So I want to hear, like, what do you think for that? And what other questions you guys have for me? I'll just take any kind of questions. So at this time, again, if you haven't received my freebie, the 10 must-haves when giving webinars, please click on that link so that you can see that below. And okay, and let's see. So Christine, you're going to be aiming for January to promote your detox program. So Christine, when is your detox going to be? January is a little bit tricky. Like I like that week of like January 18th to start a detox so that your cart would close. Let's see, I don't have a calendar in front of me, but that your cart would close like that Wednesday or Thursday before the 18th. And then you can start promoting your webinar. And then like in December, to talk about maybe a freebie with some healthy desserts that are part of your detox program so that you can be doing some list building in December. But we don't want to do a detox. Sometimes when we do it too early in January, we're not able to actually promote it well in December because people are busy. However, this December, it's going to look different, right? People are going to be more at home. We're not going to be going to different people's houses for the holidays. So I think it'd be, you know, a little bit okay. Let's see. Shona said, now that we have, oh, you have a part, let's see. Social media platforms are opening up. Okay, just explain that a little bit more. I'm not sure if exactly what you meant by that. I'm just trying to see what messages I've all missed so far and just coming back. All right. So I think I have it all. And if I did miss something, just let me know again. And we can go from there. But otherwise, okay. So yeah, so you just said you have to rewatch this. Lots of value information. Yeah, Christine, what I would like you guys to do is rewatch this with a calendar in front of you. What I like to do, and I don't even know if I should pull it out. I keep my, oh, I can't, I have my headphones on. I keep like the big, huge year calendar. It's framed, but I keep it like behind here. But I pull it out so then I can mark on the calendar all my different launches and what I'm doing so that I can have like that big picture feel, especially when you're talking about the tricky holidays. Again, I think we're going to be okay around the holidays this year. I think we can do stuff in end of November and in December, knowing that people are going to be a little bit busier, but not as much as we typically do. I also have like my 2021 calendar that I've had for a while because every time I get booked for a workshop, I mark it on there. And those are like all the ones in green highlights. And then I like to do my promotion, my launching. So when you look at the whole year, you're like, okay, this is what I'm doing. So if you do a detox in January, April, August, and October, you can look at those all for the whole year and then know what you need to do, because there's a lot of work to do before you actually have, you're doing the program, right? That's a lot of work. And then you're putting together this free webinar. Then you're doing all the emails, right? There's a lot to be thoughtful about. So we need to get going on that as soon as possible. Let's see, Shona said, I spent the majority of 2020 studying for the NBC HWC, so just now looking at my calendar, but I need to be held accountable. Yeah, Shona, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, accountability is huge. So in Workshops Done, we do accountability where we meet once a week, and it's like they have to be accountable for getting the stuff done, to meet that once a week accountability partners and pods so that you can stay accountable, but also just putting it out there. So when we talk about accountability, the best thing you can do right now, and Shona, I want you to do this, okay? Look at your calendar, like in the next 24 hours, everybody here, in the next 24 hours, look at your calendar, decide when are you going to give a free webinar to build your list. And also, sometimes I was like, my first year of my business, I just did free webinars. I didn't have a CTA. I didn't have a call to action of a program. And so people would just ask me to help coach. And so it was just, my thing was just, hey, a free 30-minute, discovery session. This is what you get. And a lot of people took me up on that. So it was nice that I could have a waiting list that I would be like, okay, yeah, we can start, in about, in 4 weeks from today, this is when our official program is going to start. Here's the contract. Let's get the payment going. Let's start you on one little small goal and then go from there. But you don't always have to have a big program going from there. But what happened is when I first started, I said, I'm going to write 12 different workshops in 1 year, and I'm going to give one workshop each month twice at 2 different locations. And so I put it on the calendar and I put it out to the world. So I'd be like, okay, so for November, these are the 2 dates we're meeting. You do Facebook events, you put them on Eventbrite, all the different places. So before you even write the workshop, before you do anything, you just need the title. And so when you do that, Shona, when you're talking about accountability, it gets your butt in gear because you put it out there and there's no coming back from that, right? You need to do that. Oh, Christine said, would love a webinar on setting up a calendar. Okay, all right, thank you. I love getting tips on you know, because I've thought about it too, like we could do like a working session, like just actually doing that. Oh, hi, Ruby. She says, I'm doing a webinar on healthy holidays. Is a quick breakfast ebook for busy professionals a suitable lead magnet? Yes. So Ruby, what I want you to say is, okay, how many quick breakfasts do you have in there? So you want to have it like 3, 5, 7, or like 10. Those are the numbers that stand out marketing wise to people. So if you say like my top 7 irresistible and quick breakfasts, you don't even have to say ebook in the title because they know that's what it is, but you can do that for busy professionals, something like that. So they know, so, and you don't even have to say busy professionals, because if you're saying they're quick and healthy, irresistible, delicious, different things like that, I like to keep some power words like right here. What else could you say? Fast. Like when you do it, you can talk about, that you're going to have a game plan for a healthy breakfast, like to use these power words in your emails and everything. How to have these quick breakfasts. That would be another good one. I love the word at the end for a webinar, like masterclass instead of webinar. So to have even a masterclass on these quick and healthy breakfasts, oh my gosh, that would be so much fun to do that and have, to do it like a series. Like that would be a paid series right there. Do you realize what you have, Ruby? Like that would be, if you have 7 quick and healthy breakfasts, and then you would meet with this group once a week for 7 weeks, and they know that they're going to have 7 quick and easy and delicious recipes. Like you could definitely charge like, $79 or $149 and just do something in your kitchen. Yeah, you could talk about proven recipes. Yeah, I love the word quick. Smart, that you're going to give them step-by-step training. It's the ultimate. So think about power words for that. And we're on that half hour mark, so I just want to be sensitive about that, but I'll take a couple more questions. So Shauna, so you're talking about the MeWe is a social media platform, very similar to Facebook, but they don't censor speech or sell information. Okay, so I'm not familiar with that and I haven't used it. I really focused really great, a lot more on Facebook than anything else. Oh, Ruby's is saying thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, of course, absolutely. So let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. One thing I do want to let you guys know, and I don't know if you guys know this, I think you probably do. Let me just go into our Facebook group here. So here, oh my gosh, there's me. Okay, so here's our Facebook group. Do you guys know about units? So right here, if you go to units, and I love, so click on units. Oh, is it gonna let me do it? For some reason, it might not let me do it. See, my computer has been acting so crazy lately, like I said. So we'll go to the units section, and then you're going to be able to see, like, I have all the Facebook lives. So if you missed the one on, what does your background look like? If you missed the one on why you want to give webinars to grow your health coaching business, to gain tons of new clients. I think, if you give 2 webinars a month, you can gain 5 new clients, because you're constantly getting these free one-on-one sessions with people. And then, so you're not having to worry. And then also if you missed the one about Zoom settings, so that's kind of just more like, okay, rewatch it and then go to your Zoom and make sure your settings are all there and everything like that. So yeah, my computer just keeps coming down. So I'm sorry, but just go in there. And let's see, I'm just going to go for 2 more minutes just to look here. So thank you guys so much for being here live. I love doing this. That's the thing too, like when you work a job that you love, this does not feel like work to me. So when you lose that 9 to 5 job and your work is just fun and you would do it for free, that shines through. Right? So with health coaching, like I feel so honored with every single person that lets me help them. I love that. So, well, thanks you guys so much. Oh, I want to say, so next Wednesday, we are not going to be having a Facebook Live because I'm going to be with my sisters. We do an annual sisters trip during hunting weekend. And I've canceled like every trip. And so I keep thinking, are we really actually still doing this? But I guess we are. And we're going to be just staying at my sister's house, like just cooking there and doing everything like that. But we are not going to be doing a weekly one next Wednesday, but then we'll start up again. Again, I see clients on Wednesdays, so my timing is a little bit different. I always aim for 1 or 2 p.m. Central Time, but I have one client that I have 3 sessions left, and every other week we meet at 2:30 Central Time. So it just doesn't always line up for that 2 o'clock time slot. But thanks you guys so much. And if you have any other questions or ideas of what you want me to present to you, please let me know. And for all of you that are not in workshops done, the next enrollment is going to be in January. And I'll just say too, there's going to be like a masterclass that I'm just started to work on. It's going to be probably the best masterclass I've ever given because I'm working on it now and I'm not presenting it till January. So it's going to be out there. It's going to give you a lot of valuable information. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.